Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl, and today I'm here to bring you a tag. Ooh, so exciting. This is the Nope book tag, which is a tag that is just, when you're reading a book and a situation happens, or the book itself, you're just like, nope. That is the essence of this tag. It is all the bookish scenarios, bookish things that as a reader you read and you're just like, nope. So this tag was originally created by a BookTube book, and I saw it on Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads channel. I will link both of those videos. I will leave both of those channels linked down below. You should check them out. They're fantastic. But anyway, without further ado, let's just get into this tag. So these questions are actually kind of long, so I will probably be just looking down and reading this. So yeah. So question number 1 is a nope ending. That is a book ending that made you go nope, either in rage or denial. So I've talked about this book a couple times on my channel. I have not seen it anywhere else on BookTube, which doesn't surprise me because this book was not good. And that is A Diary of a Haunting by M. Verano. I have talked about this, like I said, a few times about how much I disliked this book. Honestly, I only keep it around for purposes of videos, so I can talk about how much I didn't like it, but the ending of this book was just terrible. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have been such a bad read if the book ending wasn't just garbage. Absolute garbage. Question number 2 is a nope protagonist. It is a main character that you just dislike and that drives you crazy. So I knew right away who I was going to choose for this question because it really could be nobody else. And that is America Singer by The Selection. And that is America Singer from the Selection series by Kiera Cass. I actually have a video dedicated to characters I didn't like. I will leave that link down below. And so you can see more of my thoughts about why I disliked her there. Not a good book. Not a good character. I hate this character. Honestly, that she's the reason I don't want to continue the series. Not even like that the books are bad, which they are. But I hated her so much. So question number 3 is a nope series. A series that turned out to be a big pile of nope after you invested all of your time and energy in it, or a series that you kind of stopped reading halfway through. So my answer for this will be a series that I have stopped reading halfway through. Well, I don't even think I got halfway. And that is the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind. Now I do have a review of the most recent book that I read from this series, Blood of the Fold. I will have that link down below as well. But you can see how much I really did not like that book, and that really put a sour taste in my mouth for the series. These books are not short. It's really going to take a lot probably to convince me, either from me convincing myself or an outside, like another person, convincing me to continue on, because it's hard for me to push myself through an 800-page book that is just not good. And for there to be quite a few 800-page books for me to push through the series until I finally get to the books that are like 300 or 400 pages, I just don't think it's worth it. This series is just a general high fantasy series that follows Richard. He finds out he is the chosen one, has to go off on a crazy adventure and quest. The first book, Wizard's First Rule, was pretty good. I mean, I had some issues with it, but overall I enjoyed it. Second book, didn't particularly care for. Third book, I actually absolutely hated. So like I said, I have the review of Blood of the Fold, which is the third book, if you are interested in my thoughts about the series and why I hated that book and why I just don't feel like continuing the series. Like I said, that will be linked down below. You can check that out because I rant a lot in that video. So question number 4 is a nope popular pairing, a ship or an OTP that you are not behind. So there's going to be some spoilers up in here for Empire of Storms. If you do not want to be spoiled for this book, just wait until I put the book down. You have been warned. So basically, I absolutely don't get behind Manon and Dorian whatsoever. I cringed a lot while reading this book and those two characters came up. I was just like, no! God, I also don't like Dorian in this book whatsoever. I think his personality has just completely changed, and I'm not behind it. Don't like this ship. I am just not looking forward to finishing the series and knowing that they're probably endgame. Not about it. So question number 5 is a nope plot twist. A plot twist you didn't like or you didn't see coming. So once again, there's going to be spoilers, and this time it will be for Breaking Dawn, so when you see the image of the book disappear off from the screen, then you will know the spoilers are gone. I don't know if this counts as a plot twist, because it's just something that happens in the book. It wasn't like a super big dun 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 reveal, at least I think. I haven't reread this book yet, but it is, as you all may have guessed, Jacob imprinting on the baby in this book Oh, fucking, I get so mad just thinking about this, and I hated it when I read the books for the first time. I'm rereading this series. If you did not know, I have reviews for the first 2 books up on my channel. We'll link those down below as well. And I'm not enjoying these books as I reread them. I reread them mostly because I know I'm going to hate them, and then it's fun to talk about why I don't like them. But I'm not really looking forward to reading Breaking Dawn again, because I know I'm just going to rage because it's gross. So question number 6 is a nope character action or decision, and this is a character decision that just had you shaking your head. So the character decision I've chosen is actually a pretty minor one in this book, and that is like at the very beginning of Dead Until Dark by Charlaine Harris, where Sookie like sees that a vampire is being attacked, and so her first instinct is, knowing that she has never once been in a fight, knowing that she has never once like even tried to fight anyone, and that she doesn't even know this vampire, and so but her first instinct is just to go grab a chain and go run and try to save him in a fight. Like, the sheer stupidity of this action just made me roll my eyes when I read the book, and yeah, it's just stupid. I didn't like it. It's a dumb character decision. So question number 7 is a nope genre, and that is a genre you will never read. Now, I am very hesitant to say I will never read a genre, because why limit yourself? If a book is good, it's good. But I think there were 2 that came to mind with this. First is being like westerns, like Wild Wild West. I just don't really have an interest in it. And second is just straight up like erotica. I don't mind when there's like sex in books. I'm not like squeamish about that kind of stuff. It doesn't bother me. What I don't like, and I have no interest in reading, is if the whole book is just sex. Like if there's no plot, if there's no character development, if it's just sex, and I'm like, I don't want to read that. That's boring. So yeah, those 2 genres I really have no interest in picking up. So question number 8 is a nope book format, and that is a book format you avoid buying and wait to buy the book in a different edition. I don't have one of these, honestly. I know some people hate mass markets. If you can't tell by my videos, I don't mind mass markets. They're cheaper. I don't particularly care for hardcovers. They're a pain to read, but I'll still read them. Honestly, ebooks might be my only answer for this, because I don't dislike ebooks. I just have never actually purchased one. I get them from my library through my Overdrive app, but I've never actually like purchased my own, so I guess that qualifies for this, but yeah. So question number 9 is a nope trope, a trope you hate. I actually have an entire video dedicated to the YA tropes I hate. Like everything else, that will be linked down below. There are so many I could choose, but I think I will have to go with one that really grinds my gears. That is love triangles. It is so tropey, and really a lot of books, it's not just YA, but you see it a lot in YA, where the main character has a love interest. And then, a new boy comes into town, and all of a sudden the love interest that she's been fawning over for 300 pages is now just not as important. And now this new guy is in town, and she's like, oh my gosh, who am I gonna choose? And so then you read an entire book series just about her trying to figure out which one she wants to choose. No bearing on the story, and it's just so irritating. I'm just so tired of them. They can be well done, but let's be honest, they usually aren't. So question number 10 is a nope recommendation, a constantly hyped book that you refuse to read. I don't know, because I do know what I'll choose for this. Now, this isn't like a new release. It's not like a new hyped book, but I'm going to go with Divergent by Veronica Roth. Now, to be fair, I did actually try to read this book. I listened to the audiobook, maybe what is equivalent to 50 pages in, and I was like, this isn't that good, and then I just never picked up the book. I have no interest in picking it up. The question number 11 is a nope cliche / a nope pet peeve, which is a cliche or a writing pet peeve that makes you roll your eyes. He let out a breath that he didn't know he was holding, or she let out a breath she didn't know she was holding. It's just so stupid. I'm so tired of seeing this, because once you recognize it in a book, you realize just how many times it'll appear in a book, where characters will just be standing there and just be like Like, they just don't realize they're holding up. That's not how life works. It's just stupid. It needs to stop. Question number 12 is a nope love interest. That is a love interest that is not worthy of being one. I don't have a pick for this, I'm gonna be honest, because I very rarely hate love interests. Like, I may not, like, 100% love that ship and be like, oh my god, it's my OTP for life or whatever, but I very rarely just go, nope, you are not worthy of the main character. Like, I just don't care that much, honestly. Question number 13 is a nope book, a book that should not have existed. Now, I've already said the review for this one will be linked down below, because the one I'm about to talk about is Blood of the Fold by Terry Goodkind. This is the one where I said I ranted for a hot minute in that review about why this book is bad. I don't think it should exist because it is a misogynistic piece of trash. And yeah, I've got nothing kind to say about it. So question number 14 is a nope villain, and that is a scary villain that you would hate to cross and that you would have you running in the opposite direction. So the villain I have chosen for this is Boney Lizzie from the Last Apprentice series. She is one bad bitch. Honestly, I would just be terrified to come across her in any of the books that she's been in, specifically this one, because oof. But basically, Boney Lizzie is a witch, and she practices both blood and bone magic, which means that she collects your blood, drinks your blood. She also will, like, collect your bones. So if she comes across you, she kills you, she skins you, she drains you of your blood, she steals your bones. It's just not a fate I want. So yeah, Boney Lizzie is a character I would not want to meet. So question number 15 is nope death, a character death that still haunts you. Once again, spoilers here, so once you see the image of the book disappear, you'll know the spoilers are over. Trick from Nevernight. I did not want him to die. I was hoping he'd make it to the end, and when he died, I was like, oh. I had really mixed feelings about that book to begin with, but that really kind of cemented the fact that I was just unhappy with it. So question number 16 is a nope author, an author you had a bad experience reading and have decided to quit. So the author I have chosen for this is Stephenie Meyers by Stephenie Meyers. Wow. Stephenie Meyers. Now, I am planning to finish the Twilight series. I have read the first 2 in the saga, and I've got Eclipse on my shelf. Plan to finish the series, have full reviews for all of them on this channel, so you guys can see my true in-depth thoughts on them. However, I do not intend to pick up anything by her ever again. Now, I think the only thing she has out is The Host, and then she's got the Twilight Life or Death thing. Don't have any interest in reading either of those. If she comes out with a book tomorrow that's apparently 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely fantastic, probably wouldn't pick it up. I've just been burnt out from this author because the series is not good. So anyway, that is the nope book tag. I will tag some people because I'm trying to get better at that. I'm not good at tagging people in tags, and I feel like I should. I didn't need to explain all of this, but anyway, I tag 2 people, well, technically 3. I tag Cat and Han from Brews and Reviews, and I tag Victoria from Books and Things. Both of their channels will be linked down below. Absolutely fantastic channels. If you have not checked them out before, would highly recommend it. Their videos from both channels are just absolutely entertaining, and I love them. So anyway, that is the notebook tag. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media, which is always linked down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!